have a channel where we talk about random things and play some other more random things. Right now we're playing Bloodborne, but I don't think we might review on Dark Souls 2 because I forgot to even do that. And also, I've come across my favorite boss of all time. Still haven't defeated him yet though. I haven't got to second phase. So who knows what happens. Let's see. But yeah. What do I think about Dark Souls 2? You know how it just goes. What I think of the game, blah 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 blah. Dark Souls 2 is such a weird game to me. I'm not going to fight him now. I'm just going to wait here. Dark Souls 2 is a weird game. Thank you. Dark Souls 2 is such a weird game because, okay, for every positive, there's always a equal negative, almost. So for every Looking Glass night, or for every few nights, or for every Pursuer boss fight, there is the Rotten, or there is a Covetous Demon, or there is not Ava, Kingspan, the other pets. There's just so much shit and so much good stuff. Number one, the art direction. I genuinely love the art of Dark Souls 2. It looks so appealing. I love the backgrounds, especially that water. I love the water, especially Majula and other places like the not Giant Lake Castle. It's where does the Dragon Rider boss fight? The one you can cheese very easily. I love the art direction. I love a lot of the new ideas that they introduced. That one boss fight where the water rises, I think is a genuinely super cool idea. Covetous Demon, I've heard is a really cool gimmick, and I remember hearing about it. I just don't remember what the gimmick was, but it's very cool. It's just that the boss fight is so shit that people need to know that. Now, music, unremarkable. I just don't remember any music apart from Majula, the Dark Souls 2 credits theme. Oh yeah, Sin's music. Sin is actually my favorite boss in the game. I love the boss fight. Sin. Yeah, that's it. It's just Sin's boss music just because I heard it in one Dark Souls 2 meme. So, what else gonna talk about the game? This is what I'm gonna talk about Dark Souls 2. The lore, I think, is incredible. I love the lore. It's not tied to Dark Souls 1 directly. It just continues in that universe, but it's a completely different story. But it still follows the cycle of it still follows that cycle of the Age of Fire, and the Age of whatever there is. So yeah. But Dark Souls 2 is a big 7 out of 10 for me because I love a lot of things about it, but I also hate a bunch of things. I'm still talking about positives for now. We're gonna keep on going. Some of the boss fights are pretty good. Like I said, Looking Glass Knight, Fume Knight, Sin. What else are pretty good? There are some good ones. I don't get me wrong. Smelter Demon is good, the first one. The second one is just a reskin. It's just a refight, just harder and more annoying. Like I said, I really do like the lore, and I really love the build variety. I went with a fully strength build, which is what I'm doing for like the first playthrough of these games. For this game, I was planning to do a skill build and just keep with the axe, not the axe, what is it called? The saw cleaver. But then Whirling Jigsaw, I was gonna go for that as well. And it turns out this is a strength weapon, or a strength skill hybrid. But it's mostly a strength weapon. And I was like, yeah, why not? Let's pick that. And I'm going great with this. Strength builds in this game are really hard to do, but when pulled off, amazing results, and this is one of them. Whirling Jigsaw, I got it super early as well because I went to the DLC right after I killed, I think, Bloodstar Beast or Vicar Amelia. And yeah, super fun time. Now, enough about Bloodborne. I'll talk about that later. I'll talk about like my small review of Bloodborne soon. But for now, let's go continue with Dark Souls 2. Like I said, I love the build variety in Dark Souls 2. There really are a bunch of, like, it really does have like some of the best build variety that Dark Souls has to offer. And some of the level design I really do like. Exploration is quite straightforward, but it's not like simple, but it's not Dark Souls 1 level of cryptic where you can only know this by either having that one random NPC talk to you. Hey, welcome to the stream. It's not like Dark Souls 1, but it's not like Dark Souls 2. It's not like a simple platformer where you have to where the exploration is very simple. You still have to look around and find shit, but it's not that cryptic. Well, let's go to the bats of Dark Souls 2, and there are many. Let's just say that. Mechanically, it is so bad. Okay, so I think everyone knows about adaptability, but whoever doesn't, I'll explain. Adaptability basically increases the iframes between rolls of these. You start out with 8 iframes, which is the equivalent of a heavy roll in Dark Souls 1, which is really bad. And you have to upgrade your iframes as you go on. The best you can do is like around 25 adaptability, which comes up to 100 agility, so the normal iframes. Which I think is super stupid because you're wasting souls, meaning you're wasting levels on something that was not there beforehand. You get the iframes in general, it's how you dress up that changed it, but now it's not the case. Another thing bad is the bosses. There are many bosses which are forgettable or just downright bad. Forgettable ones, there are the Ruined Sentinels. Although those aren't forgettable, they're just not the best. Kind of cool, but not really. Dragon Rider, super easy cheese, and pretty easy boss fight in general. Covenant's Demon, everyone knows he's basically the pinwheel of Dark Souls 2, it's very easy. And some of the areas are just downright horrible. The Black Gulch, the Gutter, and we'll get into one area which I think is the worst area I've ever played through. We'll get into that later. That's when I talk about DLC. I've already talked about DLC with Fume Knight and Sim, but we'll talk about that later. Also, Aldea, one of the worst bosses I've ever fought. It is so agonizingly slow, I swear to God. I just don't get it, I don't get it. But yeah, Aldea, Skull of the First Sin, pretty bad. The Chandra, very disappointing final boss, but it's not a horrible boss. Another bad thing about Dark Souls 2 is that it's the way the damaging system works. So like, it's so weird. Let's say you're about to attack an enemy over here. He's behind this corner, and I'm gonna attack him like this. That when I get a wall, damage is reduced. Just for by a bit, but it still makes such a it still makes a difference. To the point where I have to attack the enemy twice and it just ruins the flow, and I'm like, come on, man, let me kill him. Also, when you like have a group of enemies, it's always the enemies at the end of the attack that get the least amount of damage, because the ones at the start get more damage because they're the ones that attack first. If you attack something before the enemy gets less damage. And I can see what they're going for. They're trying to go for a more realistic aspect of the combat. I just don't think it works for Dark Souls. Not saying Dark Souls doesn't have realistic combat, but this is going a bit too far. Also, if let's say you're trying to attack like this, and stamina bar doesn't like this, and like you're attacking with like when you're attacking and the stamina bar is like lower than it should be, then obviously you don't do as much damage. Which again, fair enough, but it's still annoying to deal with because it wasn't like this in the other games. In the other games, the punishment is having to wait more for the stamina bar to go up, and now there's another punishment. And it's very annoying. Another problem, enemy placement, very common. There's a lot of places where enemy spam is abhorrent. Iron Keep, a bit of the early game, I'm gonna be honest. Early game I struggled a lot because I just the enemies were just getting so annoying. And also the lack of iframes when you open doors, when you open chests, when you do an action, the lack of iframes are so... It's just so annoying to deal with. It just like they're not big issues, but they just sum up to this product where I love and hate it at the same time. Movement does feel nice though. It's not like it's not too janky on the movement. It is weird because it's like it does feel like they're trying to stay in Dark Souls 1's formula where it's slow, but they increase the speed of the character so it's fast, but it's not too fast to the point where it's like Dark Souls 3, where it's supposed to be fast. It's very weird. And now let's talk about DLC. The 3 DLCs in this game, I think, offer the best and worst content you'll ever see in Dark Souls. Sunken King DLC is my favorite. I love the area. I love all of the... Not all of the boss fights. There's one I hate, one I think is okay, and one I genuinely love. So... Eleonora, I think her name is, I don't know, the sister of Mashanda, is an okay boss fight. I think she herself is a pretty good boss fight, but what she summons is fucking, it's catty-wall, it's too much. The gank fight, super ass, not a good fight, but Sin is Chef's Kiss, the best boss fight in Dark Souls 2. Challenging, but fair. Iron King DLC. So, I'll need to remember which DLC that is. But Iron King, if I remember, is the snow area. No, Iron King is the other one. No, that's Ivory King. Iron King DLC, I thought it was fine, but not too bad. It shines with the bosses, let's say that. The area is annoying, sure, enemy spam is really prevalent, but the bosses are genuinely fun. You have Fume Knight. The Smelter Demon is not the best. Meh, it's just the same, even harder. But Sir alone, wow, what a boss fight. I really loved him. I felt the same fighting him as fighting someone like Melania, where he is very fast, very challenging, but not downright annoying. He's very fair. Well, he's not the fairest. Like, he does have some bullshit with him, but overall he's really fun. And a few nights, hardest boss, yes? No, it's not the hardest boss. I didn't take that long with him. But yeah, it's very fun. Hitboxes weren't as bad as I thought, although the hitboxes in this game are yeesh, not the best. Then Ivory King. I love the lore. I love the Ivory King fight. I love the Ape fight. And I really like the area. I like snow areas in general. I'm a sucker for that. And I really like the area where you fight the Ivory King in. With that's basically, it's basically the rest of Lost. I absolutely love it. But Here's where I say it's the worst DLC. Frigid Outskirts. I think everyone has talked about this area, but I'll explain myself. Never have I played an area so abhorrent that summon that I thought that were any. Okay. The gimmick to this is you have to go from building to building, and then at the last building you have to turn right to get to the boss fight. Yeah. I think I was fully leveled, but my strength stat was like level 40-ish. So I wasn't properly leveled by strength. I was just leveled by other stuff. Understand when I say that those horses, or whatever those are some of the worst enemies I've ever fought. They basically have some of the worst hitboxes, and damage is insane, and at the end you fight 2 or 3 of them. And another gimmick to Frigid Outskirts is that you can barely see. You only have that slight visibility for a few seconds, and then it's gone, and then you just go right back to like guessing where you have to go. That is some genuinely bad game design. I'm not even gonna. It's just artificial difficulty for the sake of artificial difficulty, and it's just adding on to annoyance for the sake of annoying players. So yeah, and the boss in the end is even worse because it's just a reskin of Ava, but you fight 2 of them, and they are more difficult. So yeah, really bad. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. But the rest of the DLC is pretty good. I just think that Sunken King and Iron King didn't annoy me as much as Ivory King. Although I still love the lore of Ivory King with Manus. When you kill Manus, he scatters into pieces, and Lashandra, Eleanor, and the other girl are the daughters of Manus. I think that's genuinely so cool. But yeah, I think Dark Souls 2 is a 7 out of 10 for me. It is a good game, but it is undoubtedly the worst Souls game. Well, but that's like saying the worst bodybuilder in the championship. You're still a bodybuilder, you're still good, you're just the weakest one out of the whole pack. So yeah, let's fight this boss now, finally. And I fucking love this boss. I'm gonna fight this boss and then straight to the second phase. Second baby, first time. First time in the second phase. That's a good music stick as well. Oh my god.
You were at my side.
What kind of?
All
No, it's a good
along.
music stick. This is my favorite music though. Oh my gosh. I love this.
My guiding moonlight.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. Oh shit! No! I was stuck! I love that track. Especially the second phase. Oh, what a fight. Okay. Small thoughts about Bloodborne. It earned. It is, I don't really have words. I don't have words for it. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Micro Lash exists. And even the Celestial series, they exist. Not a perfect product. But man, it's as close as you can get. One of the greatest. One of, not the greatest. I had a visual on him. Let's go! Let's go! Oh, what a boss fight! Yeah, I have no words to like describe how I love this game. I love it so much. Chef's kisses. I wish PlayStation would listen to us. I just wish, but it doesn't seem like they will. But I'm confident. with playing how it is right now. So yeah, that's my short review on Bloodborne and review on Dark Souls 2. Hope you all enjoyed it. It's just a random stream I came up with. I just wanted to stream some Dark Souls 2 review since I didn't. I'm sorry for that. So anyways, I'll see you all later.